Been some significant moves, haven't there, from Manchester United this summer. Rafa Varane, of course, confirmed it this week. Jadon Sancho making that big money transfer from Borussia Dortmund. Plus, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer signing a 3-year contract with an option for another year. Jan, I'm glad you're with us because so many people on social media accuse us of being anti-Manchester United because we haven't been popping the champagne after the announcement of Solskjaer signing that new contract. Pretty much unanimous from everyone we've had on, questioning why on earth United chose now to do it. Are you in that camp as well?
No, not at all. I think that is a consequence of what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did last season. He steadied the ship. He got them back in a second position. And they have started a transfer window now with some good signings. Maybe not enough to be a title challenger yet, but I think that is a consequence of that season. What surprised me, Dan, of is extending the contract. They did so long till 2024 when you know that Pochettino, Tuchel, Guardiola, so all the contracts are up in 2023. But I guess they can afford to fire a manager if he doesn't win titles, because this, of course, puts pressure on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He has to produce titles and trophies for Manchester United.
Do you want to say anything? Or shall I continue? You were leaning, and I wasn't sure if there was anything coming out of your mouth.
How long has he got, by the way, to keep getting better?
I was just trying to think about the other day. What day is it today?
Today is Wednesday,
I was trying to think about the other day I was on, because I was just going to say, click on the link on ESPN Plus for that show.
Right, OK. That's it.
Is this his
third year in charge?
Yes.
Don't know.
Yes, it is, yeah.
I'm quite bored of it all.
So Jan's saying that maybe not enough to challenge for a title.
Yeah.
So
this will be his fourth campaign in charge. It's the third full campaign.
So how long has this guy got before he starts challenging?
Yeah, so I suppose that's the question, Jan, isn't it?
That's what I said. I think we said that when Frank Lampard, you remember when he got that transfer windows where he couldn't buy players, there was no pressure on Frank Lampard. And I think that before this season, when you got Varane, you got a central defender, you can mix your midfield a bit differently now. You don't have to have two number 6 to kind of hide the defence problem they got. They got exciting players in Jadon Sancho. Of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now have to produce a title. That is the pressure of being a Manchester United manager. For all the guys who are sitting in the studio and say he shouldn't get a new contract, I think that is wrong. I think that is exactly what he should get after a second place. If I could finish my sentence, and then I was just saying that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made him a second last season, and if you see the record the last years, Manchester United haven't been good at all. So I think that was I couldn't be a surprise for any of you that he would extend his contract.
Well, they did finish second on 81 points with Jose Mourinho winning the League Cup and the Europa League. So.
Exactly. And if you saw Manchester United last season, Mourinho was there, Craig Burley. Even you would have fired Jose Mourinho.
No,
and
I'm not arguing with that, but I've not seen a manager lauded so much who has won so little over a new contract. We know we know Solskjaer was not going to be fired in the summer or after last season. We know that wasn't going to happen. All my point was, which I think was pretty much in line with what Stevie and others was saying, is there was no rush to give him one because there's no other suitors out there. When you give somebody a new contract, it's because there are other suitors out there and you're worried about losing them. Here they have a manager. Here they have a manager where they could have sat and assessed how the season was going up until around Christmas time and made a decision, one way or the other, good or bad. And all I'm saying is I don't understand what the rush was to have to hand this out when they were not in danger of losing Solskjaer and then have not tied themselves down to a long-term deal.
I think that is a fair point, Craig, but I think that the reason they did that was they're spending a lot of money now. I mean, they say Varane is a great deal, Sancho is a great deal, but still they have spent a lot of money in this summer, and they've spent a lot of money the last year, although a lot of the Manchester United fans so mad at the Glazers for different reasons, but they have spent money. And I think that was a bit predictability when they are going into this season, that they make sure that he will stay. Everybody wouldn't think of that something will happen with the managers. I think that was a strategic position from Manchester United, but we all know the business. If he doesn't produce, if he doesn't get the results, then he will be gone anyway. But I think that was not a surprise that they kind of extend his contract now when they're doing all these kind of investments.
Surely that's the reason you don't extend it. Because you've gone out and spent a lot of money. What happens if it falls flat on its face? Now you're going to have to pay a guy a 3-year contract up if you want rid of him. It's kind of what happened to Frank. We all gave Frank a pass when he had no transfer window. Then he goes and spends a load of money. Then they go on a terrible run. Abramovich says, thanks very much. I gave you the money, you brought in the players, and you didn't produce. Nobody can have a problem, really. So surely that's the reason you don't give him a contract.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.